Hi, ako si Jiro. Chillin' with the best local talents from the ground up right here on air. Tara, makipagkwentuhan at kilalanin natin ang mga storya ng ating mga ipinagmamalaking personalidad sa larangan ng sining. From the roots to the hustle and how it grows. This is Homegrown.
Tandaan ko, bass drummer ako nun.
Drummer yan. Hindi mo may express.
Tapos ako, makulit ako sa bahay. Parang gusto ko lang nagrarap.
Your home, their stories on air. Exclusively on 96.7 Destiny Radio. Destiny Radio.
96.7 Destiny Radio. Saya lang. 5:35 PM oras po natin sa buong kapuluan ng Pilipinas. Mga ka-Destiny, kumusta po kayo? Hi, it's Friday na naman. November 21, 2025. We are at our episode 18. Episode 18 na, ano, Tito Boy? Napakarami na nating episode, guys. At ayan, patapos na naman ng taon. So, I think magkakaroon na tayo ng season 2. Well, more of a reason, guys, para patuloy nating suportahan at pakinggan ang mga kwento ng bawat artist, ng bawat personalidad na kilala pagdating sa larangan ng sining na ating dinadala dito sa ating programa. Diba? Our aim is to have them on the show and let their stories be known sa lahat ng hindi lang ng mga Quezonian, kundi we're live on Facebook, so we reach the world. Diba? Malakas ang Quezon yun na gusto nating sabihin dito sa programa. And speaking of malakas, ladies and gents, I have a strong is that the right term? Isang malakas na personalidad kasama natin ngayong araw sa programa. This lady, this woman is an actress. She started as a child actress in ABS-CBN, and she's coming back as a teen. A teen pa to, 19 years old eh. And she's now a cast of a series at a show called ano ang title nito? The Billionaire Swap, guys. Marami tayong katanungan, marami tayong lilinangin na kwento sa ating bisita ngayon. So without further ado, ladies and gents, I have here from Lucena City our very own, an actress, a model, a photographer, a lot of things happening in her life. Kilala na natin ang ating bisita. Ladies and gents, I have here Liana on the show.
Hello! Good afternoon, or I must say, good evening na halos.
Good evening, gabi na. Hi, Liana. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome to Homegrown. How are you feeling?
Eto, masaya since it is my first time guesting on a radio na face-to-face.
Yeah. Oo, last time, parang nahikit din kita sa isang quick talk on a phone.
As a caller.
As a caller, di ba? Ewan ko kung natatandaan ng mga listeners natin, but that was her. And finally, she has graced our program here at Homegrown. Liana, tell us about your story. Ay nga, pinakilala ka namin bilang isang actress. You are in a series right now, in an ABS-CBN series. But behind the cameras, Liana, if you would tell us who you are, sino si Liana?
Well, ako lang naman si Liana na simpleng student lang. And very approachable and di ko naman siguro masasabi na super humble. Pero, ayun, like, super focused on my studies lang and ACADS. Then, halos sideline ko lang talaga yung mga rackets ko.
Speaking of rackets, you do modeling and acting. And yeah, you're also a student. Kumusta naman yung buhay ng ganun? A lot of things is happening in your life. Paano mo siya na-manage and kumusta living a life with a lot of things like those things?
Sobrang hirap niya i-balance. Kasi ang top priority ko talaga is my ACADS. So, napasok ako every weekdays. Then yung weekends ko lang talaga is my free time to do my works and makapag-taping, mga modelings. And sobrang hirap niya i-balance talaga.
I mean, you're still a 19-year-old lady and you're a student. Anong pinag-aaralan mo ngayon? Anong course mo?
My course today is Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management.
Sa Inverga ka nga ba nag-aaral?
Yes, and Verga Lucena.
Yeah, at tourism student ka ngayon. Pero ang daming nangyayari sa career mo, Liana. Anong nagpupush sa'yo to pursue school while juggling everything? Yun na nga, pag-model and pag-acting.
Well, syempre, yung work ko is my salary. So, yung salary ko, napupunta siya sa ACADS ko. So, somewhat, nagiging bound ko siya and pambayad sa other fees ng school ko. So, nag-help din ako sa parents ko and my titas na nagsusupport sa aking studies.
Oh, your parents must be really proud of you.
Yes, I hope.
I mean, kung ang nangyayari is, you're kumbaga nagtatrabaho ka na you could already consider it as a job And then kung nababayaran mo yung sarili mong tuition, I mean, your parents must be very thankful of sa nangyayaring ganun.
Yes.
How about you? What do you think of that? Paano mo naman tinitake na meron kang ganung pagkakataon na nakakatulong ka sa parents mo?
Well, sobrang sarap niya sa pakiramdam. Though I'm an only child, pero I don't make myself na maging na mag-ano lang sa parents ko and somewhat na umasa na lang sa parents ko, ganyan. So, nag-isip din talaga ako ng thing na makaka-help din kung may gusto man ako or sa mga school fees, at least nakakatulong ako.
Oh, well, for sure they're proud. Your parents are very proud. I-shout out natin sila, yung parents mo. Hello po, kung nanonood. Sana po nanonood kayo, no? Yan, we have your Liana on the show. Now, Liana, you started as a child actress, no? Star Magic na rin to. Tell us the story about that. Paano ka napunta doon? Tell us the story of your experience as a child actress nung panahon na yun.
Well, nag-start siya nung merong talent scout. So, tinanong niya kami kung gusto daw namin mag-workshop sa Star Magic. So, nag-grab kami ng chance ng parents ko na itry kung kakayanin namin mag-travel from Quezon Province to Quezon City. And then, ayun, nagtuloy-tuloy siya, pero hindi din somewhat nagtuloy kasi nga sobrang layo, sobrang hirap niya i-maintain.
It's really a struggle,
yes, no? Lalo na pag wala ka talagang tirahan doon.
And especially kung dito ka nag-aaral, no?
Yes.
And meaning, you're a child actress. Ilan taon ka nun, Liana?
Around siguro 11, 12, ganyan.
Ano yung experience mo doon? Anong role yung nagawa mo sa child actress way back then? Or nasa ano ka pa lang? Nasa what do you call that? Training ka pa lang?
Well, ang role ko noon is parang batang pilay, gano'n.
Okay.
And medyo weird kasi napapanood ko pa rin siya sa phone ko.
Oh, you have a copy pa din. Oh.
Yes, may copy pa din ako. So, weirdan ako sa acting ko. Pero yun, always there's a room for improvement naman.
Of course. And I mean, look at you right now. As a teenager, hindi ka na si 11-year-old child star. You're already a teenager and you're back at the business. You're back at acting. Ano naman yung napuna mo? Ano naman yung napansin mo sa sarili mo since from being a child actress to a 19-year-old actress right now? Ano na yung mga pagbabago nakita mo sa sarili mo?
Madami actually. So, I'm more focused on myself and my career. Especially ngayon, mas nagiging curious na ako so kung ano yung magiging path ko in the future. And hindi ko naman siya masyadong pine-pressure kasi syempre, nag-aaral pa rin naman ako, so mas focus ko pa rin talaga is makagraduate. Pero, ayun, since kailangan ko pa rin talaga ng money to support myself and my ACADS, so kailangan ko pa rin talaga siya.
Ano yung naaalala, ano yung pinakatumatak sa'yo na pangyayari when you started acting as an 11-year-old girl?
Yung yung pabalik-balik kami kasi wala talaga kaming pag-i-stayan sa Quezon City. So yung one day for the training and for the shoot, then the next day is for my memorizing ng lines, then the next day naman is shoot na uli. Tas alam mo yun,
so like it's really the struggle lang, mahirap kalimutan that time.
Kaya talagang mapapaisip ka, hala, mag-aaral pa ba ako? Or mag-aartista na lang? Ganyan. Kaya talagang hirap niya i-balance.
Was it something na ginusto mo talaga? Even
Yes.
even when you were a kid? Is it really one of your dreams na mag-artista
Yes.
talaga?
It is. Talagang mapapansin mo siya nung bata ako kasi talagang hilig kong umarte-arte, umaura-aura sa bahay. And talagang sabi ko, okay, ito talaga yung gusto ko.
Paano siya na-develop sa'yo? Yun yung pangarap na yun. Paano siya na-develop sa'yo?
Na-develop siya nung bata ako na nakikita ako ng parents ko na nag-aura-aura sa bahay, sinusuot ko yung mga kurtina, yung gown ng nanay ko. And yun, nakita din siya nung tutor ko na sabi niya, ay parang may potential tong bata to. So, inad niya ako sa modeling group na nag-aano sila na tuwing May and December every year. So, doon nag-start. Nagmo-model-model ako sa SM Lucena.
As a kid, ha?
Yes,
Bata
as a
ka
kid,
pa nito.
as a kid, yes. Nagmo-model-model ako sa SM Lucena, then nag-stop siya, then natuloy na siya sa pageantry.
Oh, speaking of pageantry, yeah. I think it's the most prestigious beauty pageant in the world, you know. And yeah, let's take a little bit. Miss Atisa Manalo.
Yes. Still congrats.
Still congrats, of course. Quezon is very, very proud of you, Miss Atisa. And I mean, maybe this is me calling out na sana makasama ka rin namin sa programa soon. Ano, would you love that? Would you love to see Miss Atisa Manalo on Homegrown?
Yes, of
Tag niyo po
course.
si Miss Atisa. Okay, going back, Liana. So, ginusto mo talaga siya. And that means your parents must have supported you all out. Would you say that?
Yes.
Paano nila pinapakita yung suporta nila sa'yo?
Well, actually, yung nanay ko kasi is, siya yung gumagawa ng mga damit ko na irarampo ko sa SM.
Okay.
Siya yung nagtatahe. So, ang nirarampa kasi namin is mostly own created. So, yung nanay ko talaga yung gumagawa. Kaya talaga masasabi ko, they're really very supportive talaga.
And I think that's really important, lalo na kapag merong pangarap ang isang anak, 'di ba? And it wasn't something na would you say na it is a dream that is not injected to you by your parents, but it is something na ginusto mo talaga.
Yes, ginusto mo talaga.
And your parents just supported you in doing that.
Yes.
So hindi lang swerte yung mga parents mo sa'yo, swerte ka din sa mga parents mo.
Indeed. Talagang sobrang swerte.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good. Now, Liana, at a young age, yun na nga, kinikwento natin, sinusuportahan ka ng parents mo sa mga modeling gigs mo nung bata ka pa. It was your mother who creates your costumes, your dresses. So, meaning, nasanay ka talaga sa set life, even when you were a kid. Ano yung pinakaunang moment na na-feel mo na, okay, I love this world. This is for me. Kailan mo siya unang naramdaman?
Una ko siya naramdaman when I step on that stage nung nasa SM ako. So, nakita ko yung crowd, yung creation ng mother ko na I'm really proud to wear it in front of a lot of people. So, sabi ko, okay, kaya ko to. Kaya ko humarap sa maraming tao. Kaya ko ipakita ang creation ng mother ko. Not just my mother, but I'm really willing to showcase a lot of creation from other people talaga.
So it's really in you, And we're very glad na hindi mo siya binitawan kasi if binitawan mo siya, you wouldn't be in this situation right now.
Yes.
Which we will be talking about maya. But right now, Liana, I want to ask, since I mean there's got to be a lot of pressure in you kasi you're a student nga and at the same time nagmo-model ka and nag-actress ka din. Now, paano mo hina-handle 'yon? Yun yung mga ganong klase ng pressure.
Well, actually ngayon talaga may pressure kasi ngayon, syempre iniisip ko pa rin kung paano ako makakuha ng salary from that thing and how can I balance also my studies. So, talaga yung pressure na kung ano yung uunahin ko. Kasi syempre, if wala yung studies, wala yung priority ko na makagraduate. If wala yung work ko, wala akong pagkukunan for my studies. So, talagang kailangan ko siyang i-maintain.
There comes the dilemma,
Talaga eh. Kaya sabi ko, okay, if my chance, my chance. And if tugma sa schedule talaga.
So that's what you do. So since ang schools is from Monday to Friday,
yes.
weekends ka lang talaga tumatanggap ng gig. And I mean, we're very thankful that you're here. If that's the case.
Yes.
Lakas talaga ng homegrown, guys. Last episode, ganun din yung case. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. And syempre, maraming salamat, Liana.
Thank you also.
sa pagpapaunlak. Now, isa ka ngayon sa cast. Let's talk about this one. Isa ka ngayon sa cast ng The Billionaires Swap. Tell us about the story of that. Paano yung naging reaction mo when you found out that you're gonna be casted in that series?
Well, this year, naisipan ko na parang gusto ko uling balikan yung dream ko nung bata ako. So, I do set cards, yung close-up picture, whole body, left, right. And then, sinesend ko siya sa mga talent scout. And then, one day, may nag-pop up sa message request ko. Tinatanong, ikaw ba to? Yung nasa set card. So, sabi ko, yes po. Pero before I reply, checking muna ako ng profile. Siyempre, madami din kasing mga talent scams and all. Yes, madami talaga.
I think everybody should be aware, especially that we're live. May mga ganun. May mga nagpapakilala na talent scouts.
Pero hindi talaga.
Pero pag sinamahan mo yung mga yun, you could be in a dangerous spot. So, what you did is you do background check muna.
Background checking.
Okay, so what happened after that?
And then, ayun, nagsabi siya na, okay, na-add na kita sa GC kasi sinend ka ni ganito, which is I sent my set card on. Hindi sa kanya. So, pinasa lang din ako nung pinagpasahan ko sa kanya. Then, ayun, hinanap niya daw yung Facebook ko. Then, until nahanap niya. And then, ayun, nag-message siya. And, in-add niya na ako sa GC. So, I wasn't expecting na sa ABS-CBN siya. So, ang sinabi niya lang sa akin, microdramas and all. So, sabi ko, okay, siguro ito lang yung mga mini shows lang na siguro nasa likod lang talaga ako, ganyan. And yun, nakita ko na day 1 to day 3 yung taping. And naka-schedule ako from day 1 then to day 3. And sabi ko, kailangan ko muna mag-check ng schedule ko to make sure na available ako that day. So, nakita ko, day 2 lang ako available. So, I asked, pwede po bang day 2? Ganyan. So, pwede po bang mag-day 2 yung Code Nexus? And sabi nila, okay, sure. Meron pa namang ibang talents na nakasali sa GC. Pero, ayun, na-continue naman siya. And I was really happy na na-continue siya.
Wow. It's really something that is for you, no? Kasi may mga ganong, kumbaga, nagkakaroon ka na ng dilemma about schedule. Pero you tried to, bend things and it bended your way.
Yes.
It was really for you. Now, Liana, what's the experience to be in that kind of a series? Anong pakiramdam? Kasi it's somehow could you consider it as your biggest role as an actress? Yung yan. So far, ha?
So far, yes.
What's the experience?
Masaya siya and exchanging lines with lead role, si Ate Dayan, napakabait. Hanggang ngayon nag-uusap pa rin kami. And sobrang saya na experience kasi ginaguide nila ako, even the director. Kasi yung naging lines ko is impromptu. Dapat wala talaga akong lines. And then, naging impromptu siya for the first set of episodes. And nagkaroon talaga ako ng line doon na binigay sa akin ng director. Then yun, sabi ni Ate Dayan, kalma lang. Yun. Sabi ko kasi parang it is almost my first time na lang din uli na humarap sa camera. And medyo kinakabahan ako. So sabi niya, okay lang, parang tayo magtropa. And yun talaga yung pinakatumatak sa akin.
Wow. So it's a one-of-a-kind experience. At sobrang gandang comeback nun sa and saan namin ito mapapanood? Itong series na to, is it already out or ano?
Yes, kaka-out niya lang nitong November 17, last Monday, and mapapanood niyo siya sa I Want TFC.
Go search for it, guys, if you wanna see Liana act. And then, yung child, mabalik lang ng konti. Nung child actress ka, saan yung mapapanood yung pilay ka? Ano pa ba nun?
Actually, wala na siya. Nasa copy ko na lang siya.
Okay. I would love to see you on that on that scene though. Pero sige, I mean, mas ka dito, mas yung skills mo, it's more enhanced since ang tagal-tagal mong ino-hone yung yung skill na yan. you must have improved a lot in that in that scenes na.
Siguro. Kasi syempre, hindi pa rin naman ako makatanggap ng other roles because of schedule. So, I think naman may mga natutunan din ako from that episode or from that taping. And sabi ko nga, there's always a room for improvement.
For sure. That's for sure. I mean, change is constant, right? Now, can you share one memorable moment on that set that you think really shaped you? Aside from you telling us na naging kaibigan mo, kinonfort ka talaga sa set nung isang lead actress. Aside from that, what's something na hindi mo makakalimutan sa buong set for 3 days na yun?
Well, ito yung bago yung taping eh. Yung dumating ako ng sobrang agap sa set kasi our call time is 6 a.m. And nag-travel ako from here, Quezon Province, ng 2 a.m. nakarating ako doon 4:30. And nandun ako sa labas ng ABS-CBN, nag-aantay, then may nakikita ako ibang talent. Sabi, ay, dito ka sa show na to. Sabi ko, ay, hindi po. Sabi ko ganun. Tapos, yun, inantay ko talagang mag-open yung ABS-CBN bago talaga ako makapasok sa set namin. And what really shaped me dyan is yung patience ko kasi sobrang tagal din ang inantay ko kasi almost 6:30 na din ako nakapasok. And, yun.
I mean, totoo yan. And it's something na nasusubukin ka talaga, especially if you're traveling from here sa Quezon papunta sa Manila, hindi mo rin talaga matatansya yung oras no?
Yes.
I mean, for you to be more safe, kailangan mo talaga bumiyahe ng maagap no? Kasi kung isipin mo, kung you're gonna calculate a time, an exact time, what are the chances na ma-traffic no? Those kinds of chances, and you don't want to take those things. So, kung maagap ka mang dumating doon, for you, better na yon. Maghintay ka man, okay, I have this patience in me. Pani sa akin yung paghintay niya. Meron kang ganon. Do you plan, if ever you pursue that career, do you plan on staying on Manila na? Kasi on that way siguro, mas mapapadali yung mo.
Yes.
Do you have those kinds of things na idea na pumapasok sa isip mo?
Naisipat ko talaga siya nung naranasan ko na uli siya nitong year na to. Sabi ko, okay, siguro after I graduate talaga mag-i-stay ako sa Manila kasi sobrang daming opportunities doon. And ang dami talagang tapings na natanggihan ko because of my ACADS talaga. So sabi ko, okay, sayang. May isa doon akong multo
Okay, what's that?
Magiging double sana ako ni Marian Rivera pero natanggihan ko.
Why? I mean, that's Marian Rivera.
Because of exams. Every weekdays kasi siya.
So, this really explains that ACADS is really your priorities,
Yes.
Was it something na, does your parents have something to do with that? Or it's really your personal choice na, okay, no matter what happens, hindi pwedeng masasagasaan yung pag-aaral ko nitong career na to?
It is really my choice.
It's really your choice. I mean, would you say na kapag you choose to somehow leave school just for the career, your parents will support you in that way?
Yes,
Ganun
very
sila
supportive.
ka-supportive talaga
Yes, supportive talaga sila. Kahit only child ako pinapayagan nila akong bumiyahe mag-isa from here sa Quezon Province papunta doon.
That's something else din. Ganun talaga sila ka-supportive niya. I think you're really thankful for having them as your parents,
Yes, I am.
That's good. Now, aside from being an actress, you also do modeling. Diba?
Yes.
Kanina nga nabanggit mo, you started modeling when you were still a kid then. And until right now, you're doing modeling pa rin. Diba? You do runways pa din no? What keeps you doing that? What's the thrill na nararamdaman mo kapag ka nagmo-modeling ka?
Actually, yung feeling na, yun nga, masaya na napapakita ko yung creation ng ibang tao. Aside from the love that walking on the runways, it is the love of the creation of other people. And yung thrill doon is yung height ko
Okay.
I'm 5'2", and the minimum height requirement for modeling is 5'6" and above for female. And sobrang hirap makatanggap ng isang runway kapag ka ganito yung height. Kaya sobra ko talagang na-appreciate yung mga runways kapag ka nakakalakad ako sa isang show.
Even though all this time you thought hindi ka dun pwede because of your height.
Because of my height.
Well, let's go deep into that topic. Mamaya sa ating pagbabalik. But right now, let's take a little break, mga ka-Destiny. Once again, kasama natin si Liana Misiano. This is a very exciting episode once again. So, dyan lamang po kayo magbabalik kami. Kami ang 96.7 Destiny Radio. Ito ang ating programang Homegrown. Dyan lamang po kayo.
Exclusively on 96.7 Destiny Radio. Destiny Radio.
96.7 Destiny Radio, saya lang. 6:08 PM oras po natin sa buong kapuluan ng Pilipinas. 8 minuto na makalipas ang 6:00 ng hapon. Welcome back to Homegrown, mga ka-Destiny. We still have here on the show Liana Misiano. Hi, Liana.
Hi! We're back.
We are very back, and now let's go back to our conversation. Now, kanina pinag-uusapan natin, you do modeling din talaga. And recently, nirampahan mo itong Philippine Fashion Gala 2025. That's isa din sa mga kilalang isa din sa mga kilalang fashion show yan eh. Now, tell us the story of that. Anong experience mo din sa fashion show na yun?
Actually, yung message pa lang sa akin ng isang co-model ko na from Quezon Province na, huwag ka na mag-sana all. Pasok ka na din.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
I wasn't expecting so much kasi talagang yung height ko is tagilid. And expecting na Philippine Fashion Gala siya. So, ang hinahanap nila is matatangkad and all. And yung whole experience naman when it comes that day, yung Philippine Fashion Gala, sobrang saya ng experience. Kasi, imagine, dito lang ako sa Quezon nagmo-model-model. Then, ayun, it's Manila na. It's the whole Philippines na. And walking on that runway, especially nung suot ko na yung creation ni Sir Matthew, yung damit niya na Filipiniana pero may kakambal. And,
I think I saw that on Facebook.
I really love that creation kasi gusto ko talaga magsuot ng damit na kakaiba na tatatak on that day. And hopefully, tumatak naman siya sa lahat ng nanonood nun. And yun, binigay ko lang talaga yung best ko when I was walking there. Pinakita ko lang talaga yung personality nung damit. Yes, so I walk slowly and fierce kasi yung tugtog namin nun is yung ili-ili.
Very Filipino no? And at the same time, ili-ili, that's I think that's pero consider siya, madalas siyang ginagamit sa mga creepy movies no? And then now, your costume is merong kakambal. Ganun din ba talaga yung niya? Yung idea nung fashion show, is it something to creep feelings din talaga in a way?
Hindi naman, actually. It is somewhat to show kung ano talaga yung idea ng isang designer. Kung ano yung personality ng isang designer.
Ano yung naging perspective mo doon? Ano yung pinakang idea and perspective nung creator nung mga fashion show niyo na dresses?
It is yung kakaiba siya na merong yung top niya nasa baba, yung ganun yung mga creation niya. Yung iba nakabaliktad pero suot siya ng isang tao. Tapos yun nga, yung sa akin is yung may kakambal pero walang nagsusuot. Hawak ko lang siya.
Unorthodoxical yung creations niya. Oh, that's very great. And ginawa niyo to sa isang trend. Oh, how exciting it is to walk not just in a runway pero sa trend.
Yes, sa PNR.
PNR. Anong effect sa iyo nun?
Well, the point ng whole fashion show is to make history. So, ginawa nila yung runway sa loob ng PNR or sa loob ng train. Kaya, yung idea nun is yung lahat ng audience nasa gilid, then kaming mga models is maglalakad lang talaga. So, yung feeling na, okay, hindi lang ako naglakad sa normal runways, naglakad pa ako sa isang historical runway na hineld talaga here sa Philippines. So, talagang ang sobrang nakaka-excite yung feeling ko na, ay, okay, malayo na, pero malayo pa. Yun.
Aside from being excited on that very moment, Liana, do you ever felt nervous nung mga panahon na yun? Anong feeling mo talaga nun?
Wala ko na feel na nervousness.
Oh.
All talaga is excitement. Kasi syempre, yung passion ko nga of walking and yung passion ko dun sa love na creation ng other persons. And yun, talagang na-enjoy ko lang siya meeting a lot of people, interacting with matataas na tao, yun mga artists na naandun, mga known models, yun.
So you're really a walking confident woman noong mga panahon na yan. You used to remember nung panahon na kinakabahan ka pa sa runway, even nung sa pag-arte. Do you still remember nung kinakabahan ka pa? And what did you do to conquer those nervousness, those kinds of feelings?
Well, actually, mas nagpo-focus lang talaga ako dun sa magiging outcome. So, yun, mas kino-compromise ko yourself ko na, okay, kailangan natin ipakita to ng maayos, kailangan natin i-showcase yung creation nila ng maayos.
Mm-hmm.
So, yung nervousness ko talaga is, when I come out from that stage, I just look on the people looking at on somewhat what I am wearing. And dun ko talaga nakikita na, okay, there's nothing to be nervous talaga. Kasi natutuwa sila na nakikita nila yung ganitong creation, on how I managed to bring that creation on that stage talaga.
When you say confidence, that has a lot to do with believing in yourself, you know? How important do you think it is na naniniwala ka sa sarili mo, especially if you're in that kind of industry, like modeling and acting?
Confidence is really in need talaga. Especially kapag ka nasa ganito kang industry. Siyempre, when it comes to confidence, dapat pinapakita mo din yung tunay mong sarili. Kasi hindi lalabas yung tunay na confidence kung hindi mo pinapakita yung sarili mo. So, doon ko talaga nilalabas yung confidence kung natutuwa ba ako sa ginagawa ko, kung na-enjoy ko ba talaga siya, and yun, self-confidence.
Self-confidence, and at the same time, I think one of the things na gusto mo sabihin is you accept who you are.
Yes.
You accept
who you are.
You accept yourself. Especially, I think this is very evident on you kasi kanina pa natin pinag-uusapan na despite this thinking na ang isang model ay kailangan may certain height and you're under that height requirement but you're still doing it. You're still on that runway, ginagawa mo pa rin siya. That means you're really a confident woman. At nangyaring lumabas yung confidence na yun dahil natanggap mo na, okay, this is my height. But so what? I'm gonna do it still. I'm still gonna do it. And it's happening talaga, you know. So it really starts with accepting who you are.
Yes.
And appreciate the things that you have.
Yes.
How did that kind of belief in yourself helps you so far?
Well, in this kind of industry, madami ka talagang rejection na mahaharap. And those rejection really shaped me from who at what I am talaga. So, from that rejection, medyo napaisip din ako. Sabi ko, para dito ba talaga ako? Yung height ko ba talaga para dito? Or siguro magstay na lang talaga ako as kung saan talaga mapupunta yung field ko. And doon talaga like parang napaisip na lang ako na, okay, hindi dapat ako mag-hold back. Maniwala lang talaga ako sa sarili ko. Mapakita ko lang talaga kung sino ako. Mamahalin at mamahalin niya ng mga taong nakakaharap ko. Yun talaga.
That's very nice. That's very nice. A lot of people could take a lot of inspiration sa storya mo and how you believe in yourself and how you bend the norms in such ways. Liana, you're giving a lot of inspirations. Baka mamaya ang dami na nagmo-model diyan sa ating mga viewers. Well, you can do it if Liana could do it. For sure you could do, right? Liana, let's talk about IMA naman. International Modeling Agency. What does IMA has to do with you?
Well, nag-start siya when nakita ko siya sa Facebook. Sinashare siya ng mga known friends ko na nagmo-model din. So, nagkaroon sila ng branch here sa Lucena ni Miss Ingrid. And sabi ko, okay, siguro itry ko to. And yun, nag-sign ako ng contract sa kanila for 6 months. But in that contract, nagkaroon lang siya ng trainings and hindi ako nagkaroon ng modeling racket that beyond 6 months.
Mga gigs. Wala kang gigs nun.
Wala akong gigs nun. So, even though hindi ako nagkaroon on that 6 months, still Miss Ingrid contact me if gusto ko talagang mag-casting on that, on here. And binibigyan pa rin niya ako ng updates about modeling. So, still yun, nag-continue pa rin naman siya.
Was it something like, isa pa siyang, it's an agency. So, meron ka bang nabuong friends doon sa loob ng na yan? And then, especially, Miss Ingrid, she's very supportive. I mean, if ang nangyayari is hindi ka talaga nilet go, she keeps on telling you na, okay, pwede ka dito as long as you want it. Diba? Paano ka naman natututo doon sa IMA na yan? Anong perks ang nakuha mo from that agency naman? When it comes to your confidence, sa mga modeling gigs mo, what are those?
Well, ayun, nagkaroon ako ng friends na nagmamodel din here in Quezon Province. So, magkakasama kaming nag-casting sa sa Philippine Fashion Gala. And ayun, nasa isang van kami, like 14 models from Quezon. Then, nag-casting kami sa Manila, sa Quezon City. And, ayun, madami din ako natutunan sa kanila. Nag-share sila ng experience ng kanilang mga rejections, yung mga opportunities na natatanggap nila, kung ano yung naging journey nila sa pagmamodel. And then, ayun, na-apply ko din naman siya sa sarili ko.
Speaking of that, ang na-imagine ko, as I take it, you've been doing it on your own yung mga casting, yung meron kang kit, meron kang artist kit at pinapasa mo siya sa mga casting, sa mga nare-reject ka din.
Yes, madaming rejections. How do you take it, Liana? Yung mga ganong klase ng rejections? Well, I take it as something na kung para sa'yo, para sa'yo. At kung yung opportunities na yon dadating sa'yo. Tulad na lang nung sa Billionaire Swap. Hindi ko siya ina-expect. May nag-message sa akin and ayun, dun talaga siya.
So you just keep on trying?
Keep on trying talaga.
And at the same time, yung rejections, you don't take it as something as a bad, kumbaga, if it's not for you, it's not for you, but you're just gonna keep on trying.
Yes, keep on trying.
Until, kumbaga, sabi nga nila aim for the moon. If you miss the moon, you're still gonna land on the stars. And those kinds of things. Modeling thing, and then at the same time, yung pagiging actress mo. You also do photography.
Yes.
You're doing a lot of things, Liana. Now, let's talk about photography naman. Paano ka napunta sa larangan niyan?
Nag-start siya sa isang team, KJ team kung tawagin. KJ team kami. And nag-start siya nung magde-debut ako. So, I'm looking for a photographer na mag-shoot ng pre-debut ko. And then, meron akong kabatch na nagpo-photography din, which is si Kurt. And si Jerwin, ay shout out.
Shout out sa inyo.
Si Kurt at saka si Jerwin. Then, sila yung nag-take ng photos ko nung pre-debut ko. And then, suddenly, etong si Kurt, which is kabatch ko, tinanong niya ako kung gusto ko daw like parang sumideline, ganyan, sumabay sa kanila na mag-photography. And ako naman, hilig ko talaga like parang mag-do ng creative shots. Like, even yung patak ng tubig, pinipicturean ko siya ng close-up. And nag-start yun nung around grade 7 ako. So, na-enjoy ko yung mag-edit, ganyan. Kahit sa Lightroom, ina-edit ko siya, kahit hindi bayad. Ina-edit ko siya. So, yun, dun nag-start and then nagpatuloy na siya. And I am 1 year na in that industry.
That's very cool. What's your favorite subject as a photographer? Kasi may mga kanya-kanya. Merong gusto yung mata, merong scenic places. What's yours, Liana, as a photographer?
Yung favorite ko talaga pag nagpipicture ako is yung pose, yung area ng around ears. Kasi it's giving sexy, bold, ganyan. And sobrang fresh niya lang kasi talaga kasi nakikita yung side ng face and yung details din nung accessories na nasa tenga. And yung kita yung clear ng face niya. Pwede ding napofocus sa eyes. Basta madami din siyang details na makukuha.
That's interesting. Kasi ngayon ko lang siya narinig I mean, not everybody as a photographer, marami rin akong kilalang photographers At may kanya-kanya din sila talagang favorite subject. Yours is a different. And that's kind of interesting. So that's the thing, because of the bold and the sexiness it gives sa mga sa mga shots mo.
Yes.
That's very cool. That's very cool. Now, aside from that, Liana, you are really doing a lot of things. Now ang parang wala ka nang kayang gawin in a sense. But aside from those things, sa nalalaman namin, now you do modeling, you do acting, and now you do photography. What are the things na ginagawa mo pa aside from those?
Well,
Na art related.
Well, before, I'm doing portraits and paintings.
Wow.
Yes, nagko-commission ako dati ng mga portraits ng tao. So, per head nun dati is around 350 and above, depending on the size and kung ano yung area na kasama. Yun.
That's nice. Now, ito yung napapagtagpi-tagpi ko, Liana. Now, everything that you do is a passion. But at the same time, it's something na pinagkukunan mo rin talaga ng income, no?
Yes.
That's very good. I mean, that's something that every artist would love to do. Kapag nagagawa nila yung passion nila, and at the same time, it's putting bread on the table.
Yes, nagkakaroon ng benefits
Oo,
pa rin.
meron ka pa ding how important it is naman para sa'yo na you're doing a passionate job. You're doing something that you're passionate about. And then, kahit pa paano, kumikita ka dun.
Yun talaga yung point na hindi ka makakaramdam ng pagod. Kasi ginagawa mo yung gusto mo sa work. And mararamdaman mo lang siya pagka wala ka na doon sa area na yon. And habang ginagawa mo siya with passion, with love. But at the same time, may benefits talaga. Yun talaga yun eh.
That's very true. That's very true. It's something na para siyang gasolina in a sense eh. Pero with everything that you're doing, a lot of things, mayroon na tayong 4 na nalalaman. I mean, 5 na pala na ginagawa ni Liana na that must be tiring at some point, no? Do you ever feel like you need a break from things? You need to relax, to take a rest from everything. And when you felt that, what makes you keep going, Liana? Kapag may mga ganun kang chances sa sarili mo.
What keeps me going is the opportunities na dumadating sa akin. Kasi, syempre, currently, I can say na it is my peak season. And with that, a lot of opportunities and jobs na dumadating sa akin, kailangan ko talaga siyang i-grab kasi ito yung gusto ko eh. Ito yung love ko. And at the same time, hindi din ako nakakaramdam ng pagod. Kaya hindi din talaga pumapasok sa isip ko na kailangan ko mag-break. Kasi syempre madami ding generations or bagong generations na dumadating na syempre pwede ding gawing ideas ng ibang tao na okay, kailangan may bagong generation kasi may bago na silang ideas. Mas marami na silang improvements or madami na silang alam na things. Especially with this industry. Even with the modeling, with being an actress, and also in the photography. Ngayon, ang benefit talaga namin sa photography ngayon is mga bata kami. So, mas more on madami kaming alam sa computers, sa editing, and all. So, yun talaga yung benefit namin.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Totoo yan is, I think pagdating sa creatives, that's something na kailangan i-consider kasi maraming bago.
Yes,
so, hindi ka talaga pwedeng stagnant eh. Kailangan mong matuto ng matuto. Kung ano yung perfect or something that is trending right now, you have to adapt in such way eh. No, Liana, with all of the things that you've been doing, you're representing Quezon eh. Like in that fashion gala, that's more like a national fashion show eh. And at the same time, itong pag-acting mo dun sa The Billionaire Swap, you're representing Quezon in that way. How do you take it naman? I mean, ano yung proudest moments mo representing Quezon?
During the Billionaire Swap taping and also in the Philippine Fashion Gala, kapag nagtatanong sila, tagasan ka? Kasi mostly sa kanila galing Maynila lang or near places lang. So, sabi ko, from Quezon. Sabi na, Quezon City? Hindi. Quezon Province po. Wow, grabe. Ang layo. The effort. Ganyan. So, doon namin napapakita na, ang mga taga Quezon Province, kayang dayuhin yan. Kayang ipakita yung talent na meron kami. Yun talaga yung proudest moment ko.
Diba? palagi ding nangyayaring every time that I have a guest here at the show, nan mas napipiga namin na Quezonians have what it takes to be there. It just happened na malayo lang talaga. So if ever it's gonna happen, well, which I believe it will, not now, but I truly believe soon it will happen. Na mangyayari, hindi na natin kailangan dumayo doon. Just to be known or something like just to have a stage, just to have a show. We can have it here.
Tayo na ang dadayuhin.
Oo, tayo na ang dadayuhin and such things. Sobrang ganda nan. At nakaka-proud na bit-bit mo yung Quezon in that way. Kasi, yun nga, kagaya yung mga naging reactions ng mga nakakausap mo doon. Every time that they ask, and every time na malalaman na you're from Quezon, they're gonna think of something like, kaya nila. Nahihirapan lang talaga silang bumiyahe. Nahihirapan lang talaga silang bumiyahe malayo. So marami talaga doon. Magagaling talaga ang mga tao doon.
Yes.
Diba?
Madami talagang may papakita ang mga Quezonians. Talagang malayo lang.
How proud are you for being a Quezonian, Liana? For being a Lucinahin and at the same time for being, in the totality of it, for being a Quezonian?
Well, actually, dami din talagang parang nag-stereotype na, pag probinsyana, parang normal lang, ganyan. Kasi ang tingin ng mga nasa cities na they're just like more likely thinking na farm girl, ganyan, pero nothing to show. Pero nung pinakita ko talaga kung ano yung talent na meron ng isang Quezonian, talagang I'm really proud of. Tapos nadala ko pa siya on a national runways and also here nagkaroon ako ng project here in sa ABS-CBN. Talagang nakaka-proud talaga sa feeling na hindi lang kami basta Quezonian.
That's true. We're proving you wrong. Look at this. In that sense, now that's something to be proud of. It's just saying na okay, kaya talaga natin in a lot of ways, in a lot of reasons, kaya natin doon.
Yes. Look at Atisa.
Mismo, di ba? Look at Atisa Manalo. She's representing the Philippines, not in Manila,
but the whole
in
universe.
The world, diba? In the whole universe. And once again, congratulations to Atisa Manalo for being a third runner-up. Which we all think you should have won. Well, that's another topic to talk about. But yeah, still, we are very proud of you, Atisa Manalo, for representing the Philippines, not just Quezon. So, despite of, no, it's something to celebrate.
Yes,
let's go. Let's celebrate Atisa Manalo. Let's celebrate Quezon. Let's celebrate the Philippines.
Yes.
And let's celebrate Liana, Michana. Now, Liana, you've been laying down such inspirational things about your story, about how you believe in yourself, and that's really something to be proud of. And it's really inspiring. What's the biggest lesson, Liana, that you've ever learned from this industry at your age, 19 years old, right? What's that lesson that you've learned from everything that happened in your life, especially on your career?
With this industry, lagi ko talaga sinasabi, laging mapapaisip ka na lang, rejections, I should stop. But rejection must keep you going on. And with that, lagi kong binibigyan ng sarili ko na I should be more even braver, stronger, and always think that I will come back stronger and mapapakita ko talaga kung sino ako. Kaya yun talaga yung point na yung gusto mo yung ginagawa mo, doon talaga pumapasok yun yung gusto mo ginagawa mo. Kasi kung hindi mo gusto yung ginagawa mo, hindi mo papakita kung sino ka talaga. And hindi ka mamahalin ng tao kung pepekein mo lang talaga lahat. And with that confidence and strength that I have with this industry, yun yung lesson Rejections, just keep on going.
That's very true. At the same time, those kahit yung rejections or failures, that's what shaped you.
Yes.
Diba? I always tell this to people every time kapag nasa show at napupuntahan yung topic niya na it's what builds you into something greater Because you're gonna learn from those things. You got rejected, you ask yourself why. Ano yung kulang?
Ano yung kulang?
Ano yung kailangan kong improve? Diba? You failed at something, saan ako sumablay? Ano yung kailangan kong ayusin? Diba? You learn from it. You never really fail at something unless you don't learn from it.
Yes.
Diba?
Tsaka dadating ka sa point na mapapaisip ka, ay, hindi talaga ako para dito.
And yeah, those kinds of things. Ako sabi, yung kwento nung trap at nung monkey, the monkey and the banana. You have to learn when to let go of the banana, diba? Yung hunter at ni monkey. That story. Kasi darating if you did everything and hindi mo pa rin siya nakuha, maybe that's really not for you.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean na wala nang para sa'yo.
Wala nang para sa'yo. Madaming opportunities dyan. Madaming darating dyan.
One door closes, one opens. You know. Now, Liana, sino pinakamalaking influence sa'yo right now? Let's start with sa pag-acting. Sino yung actress na inspiration mo?
Si Andrea Brillantes.
Andrea Brillantes.
Yes. Ever since bata ako, siya talaga yung ina-idolize ko. Kahit ngayon, talagang nandito pa rin siya sa peak eh. Hindi talaga siya nawawala sa industry. Kasi in just like sobrang galing niyang actress, ang galing niya umacting, talagang natural eh. Talagang coming from the heart. And also, naging inspiration ko din siya kasi syempre, siya yung naging breadwinner ng family niya. Yes.
So you're seeing a lot of yourself in Andrea Brillantes.
Yes.
That's very cool. Yeah, Andrea Brillantes she's really such an inspiration. I see the point why you love her. Marami din talaga siyang pinasok niya na part ng career niya. And I don't think she's stopping already. There's a lot of things coming her way pa rin.
Yes.
So ganun mo rin ba gusto makita yung sarili mo if ever na pagbigyan ka talaga sa industry ng show industry, show business.
Yes. Kasi imagine si Andrea Brillantes nag-start siya as a child artist, then nagpatuloy yung kanya sa industry, then naging CEO na siya ng kanyang own brand. And
that's true.
Ngayon nagagawa na din pa rin siya, model pa rin siya, and nako-continue pa rin siya, na maintain niya pa rin yung industry na kung nasan siya.
That's true. I think she's now the cover of what's that?
Tanduay.
Yeah, Tanduay Calendar Girl.
Calendar Girl.
Imagine that. I mean, from being a child actress, time flies. That's all I can say. Time flies. But the very thing about it is that, alam mo yun, hindi nga siya tumitigil eh. Everything that every opportunity that she thinks she can do, she's gonna do it.
Yes. Grab ng opportunities.
And as long as you love it, di ba? Oh, I think I've seen a statement from her na it's something na pinaghahandaan niya talaga. And now, parang lumabas siya sa kuko na, okay, I'm now a butterfly. I'm gonna fly over there. Is that what that's something that she did, right?
Yes.
And you see yourself as you see Andrea Brillantes as an inspiration when it comes to show business. When it comes to modeling naman, still her? When it comes to modeling?
No naman. Kasi yung pagmamodel talaga, na love ko talaga siya from my own. Kasi yung thinking na bata pa lang ako. So, syempre hindi pa naman ako mahilig manood ng mga TVs, shows. And yun, nag-come from by itself lang talaga.
Okay, next question. Dream role mo as an actress. Gusto na tawagin Andrea, no? Liana, what's your dream role as an actress and why?
Maging kontrabida.
Okay, why? Tell us why.
Kasi laging first impression sa akin is maldita. Medyo hindi namamansin. And hindi naman siya ganun yung personality ko and all. So sabi ko, kung ganun yung nagiging impression sa akin ng ibang tao, so kaya ko siyang dalhin sa
Could be
industry na to.
effective in the screen.
Yes, magiging effective siya. So parang feeling ko magiging bagay siya when it comes to roles. So, and yun, sabi ko, okay, siguro kaya ko to i-pursue soon. Maybe soon.
So it's something you look forward into.
Yes.
Pagka, sa mga nanonood po, bigyan nyo ng role si Liana ng
Kontrabida.
kontrabida. Well, soon, it will come. That's for sure.
Hopefully.
Dream brand mo naman na gustong i-model, Liana?
Dior.
Dior.
Kasi, aside from na-fulfill niya yung pagka-babae, kasi meron siyang makeups, perfume, and bags.
Bags, garments.
Yes. And yung luxury niya, it's give elegance talaga. And ang ganda-ganda niya talaga sa paningin. And yung softness, yung details talaga ng Dior, talaga pag sinabing Dior, ay, okay, it's give
Classy.
luxury, classy. Yun, ang lakas ng dating.
I see. Now, as a tourism student naman, Liana, that soon is gonna be an FA, what's your dream tourist spot naman? Destination?
Oh, my dream destination is yung Italy.
Italy.
Yes.
Why?
Well, actually, maganda din naman kasi yung mga places doon. Madami din namang opportunities. Pero yung location, mahilig kasi ako sa mga old designs, old structures. And nakita ko yung Italy, Rome na, ay, okay, ang ganda. Feeling ko dito ko makikita si self. Yung personality ko, doon ko talaga siya makikita.
Baka doon pa si Daniel tsaka si Catherine.
Hi!
Well, you're gonna bring a camera for sure.
For sure.
That's for sure. You're gonna take a lot of photos. Liana, down to our two last questions. What's one mistake you made that taught you something really big?
One mistake is yung almost I gave up with my dream. Kasi tumigil ako sa modeling industry. Kasi naisip ko, magastos lang siya. Parang wala naman ata akong patutunguhan. Yun, nung bata ako, yun yung naging alibay ko para mag-stop. And suddenly, I realized na hindi siya magastos. Parang nasa mali ka lang na path nung araw na yun. And madaming opportunities, madami kang ma-benefit from that industry. Hindi lang talaga tama yung panahon na yun. So yun yung na-realize ko na I should have stopped that day. Pero ayun, everything has a reason naman kung bakit nag-i-stop, bakit nangyayari ang isang bagay. Kaya ayun, yun yung talaga yung
at least you had that realization, na
nagkaroon ng realization.
Nasa maling timing lang talaga ako.
Yes.
I gotta be on the right timing lang talaga. There's money in this, but I gotta be at the right time.
Yes.
At the right place too. With the right people.
Right people.
Right. Lastly, Liana, what's your message to everyone supporting your journey?
Well, my message to my family, friends, and to those people na supporting me from afar, I'm really grateful for all of you, especially na nandito ako sa path na to, especially to my parents, kasi hindi naman ako mapupunta sa ganito kung wala kayo. And actually, sobrang grateful ako sa inyong lahat kasi nandiyan kayo supporting me, hindi ako nilolook down na nagbago ako or what. Is still treating me the same as long as I reciprocate your treatment. And ayun, thank you so much for having me, Jiro. And to DCDG Radio, thank you so much.
Thank you very
so
much too.
Tito Boy.
We really appreciate
Thank you
you.
so much po.
Si Tito Boy tuwan-tuwa, sabi, nagkameron na tayo ng artista sa programa. Ibang
Thank
klase,
you so much
Tito
po.
Boy? Well, Liana, maraming salamat. The
Thank
pleasure
you.
is ours. Maraming salamat sa pagpapaunlak, sa pagbibigay ng panahon sa amin sa programa. At syempre, we say good luck to everything. Now, let's invite them. Saan ka namin matatagpuan? Saan namin matatagpuan? Do you have a Facebook page, YouTube, TikTok, for sure? And yung currently na billionaires
Swap.
Yeah, the billionaire swap. Let's go. Let's invite everybody.
My social medias in Facebook, Liana Mishano, and TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, I have at Liana Mishano, and you can search me there. And also, the Billionaire Swap is now showing on I Want TFC of ABS-CBN. So, watch na kayo, guys. Mention nyo ako kapag may mga clips kayo. Pero wag nyo ka-copyright, ha? Yan lang. Thank you.
Bawal pong piratahin.
Wag po.
Liana, maraming salamat. It's a pleasure. Maraming salamat sa masarap na kwentuhan.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed. Did you enjoy?
Yes.
Di ka naman nilamig.
Hindi.
Yeah, sanay na
Coffee
to.
pa.
May coffee pa yan. Thank you very much to Coffee Press once again, one of our sponsors on the show. people, everybody who's listening right now, pagka gusto nyong makibahagi, if you want to be part of the show, you can definitely message us sa aming Facebook page. O kaya ay mag-DM po kayo sa akin sa Facebook page ko na Jiro Norvi. And yeah, we want you at the show. Be part. Let's go. Let's promote your businesses. Liana, maraming salamat. At syempre, maraming salamat din po mga ka-Destiny. I hope you guys enjoyed and kita-kits ulit tayo next episode para sa panibagong episode ng ating programang Homegrown. Once again, this is your home, their stories on air. Ito po ang Homegrown. Ako si Jiro, your one and only rapper DJ in the town. See you again next week. Deuces.
96.7